I just made the mistake of checking YouTube chat, but I actually saw somebody being nice. Nos Fanato 87. Hey Vosh, longtime viewer, first time poster. Hey, what's up? Join the site. Also, I love you. I just want to say the Bud Light boycotters should know other beer companies do trans and queer support as well. Yes, so this is what I've said before when it comes to the positives on rainbow capitalism. You know, a lot of people, it's very common on the left for people to be kind of blasé and disinterested in rainbow capitalism, which is, of course, when companies virtue signal progressive support without, like, you know, meaningfully doing or saying anything. But I've always disagreed. I think that rainbow capitalism is actually really good. And the way you can tell is you hate it when you see the opposite, you know, reactionary capitalism. When a company will virtue signal support for, like, far-right conservatives, anti-trans stuff, you know, that doesn't happen very frequently. And when it does, it sucks. Can you imagine if Disney started, like, performatively demonstrating overtly anti-trans politics? Even if it was superficial, it would still be like a massive win culturally for the far right. Yeah, I like it when corporations virtue signal in our support. You know what that means? It means there's more money to be made being nice to us than there is to being not nice to us. That's good. Hey, Lilith, good to see you. That's a good thing. We should be happy with that. Obviously, that doesn't mean it's enough. It doesn't mean you can't complain that not enough is being done. But the rainbow capitalism thing is definitely a preferable alternative to nothing at all. Nothing at all, total neutrality, that is less good. I mean, think about it. Disney speaking publicly against Ron DeSantis' Don't Say Gay bill is what led to this big back and forth between Disney and Ron DeSantis. And currently, Disney is using like a 150-year-old law to stall out. Like there's like this big legal battle going on. And all of this was because Disney thought it was beneficial publicly to challenge the Don't Say Gay law. And why did that happen? That happened because people like you guys threw a big fuss about Disney backing Republican candidates in Florida who were pro-Disney, but also pro-Don't Say Gay. And because of that, you know, henpecking on social media, Disney retracted support and criticized the Don't Say Gay bill, and that's what's led to this back and forth. It's actually a huge victory for us, you know, and it is rainbow capitalism, and that is something worth celebrating. They literally donate money to fascist causes, Vosh. So, Puerto Rican magician, you're doing a bit of a reductive take right there. Disney, as with all corporations, will donate money to candidates who back their interests. Florida is a Republican state, meaning that legislators who are likely to back Florida in some pro-business capacity are often going to be Republicans or fascists or whatever else, you know. However, public pressure got Disney to openly distance themselves from those fascistic policies. That's good. I'm not saying you have to like Disney. I don't. I'm just saying that the fact that that was able to happen at all is good compared to total neutrality. That is a positive. It's an indication of cultural power. You know, people on the right have often complained, oh, trans people have all the institutional power. And that's not true, of course. But there is something that trans people and progressive people have broadly that the conservative front doesn't. And that is a general culturally hegemonic presence, a kind of broad disaffected support that progressivism enjoys at the moment. It didn't always, but right now, on average, corporations will virtue signal in favor of queer rights or pride or black power, you know, whatever else. Again, that's not them actually doing anything, but it means that there's more money to be made virtue signaling to us than the opposition. It's a show of cultural power. So we should be happy with that. Not we shouldn't fight for more, but we should be happy it's here at all, I think. A meme to demonstrate my point. Very true. I love all of my political arguments, best expressed in mimetic format. Exactly. Yeah, Lilith, you know, any public pressure, really. Just the fact that we even have pressure to apply. Shows there's a distinction between business conservatism and social conservatism, right? Yeah, of course. Businesses are, like, pretty much innately pro-business, but that doesn't mean that they always have to follow, like, every implied association there. Pro-business politics tend to be more of a Republican thing than a Democrat thing, but you know, this isn't like a holistic association. It's possible to draw out these distances with wedge issues. Corporate virtue signaling is literally the best way we have to measure who is the silent majority. Yeah, basically, yeah, literally. Like, if a corporations are about maximizing profit, if they have marketing people and they're doing the numbers and they're thinking, okay, will we make more money with a progressive virtue signal, no virtue signal whatsoever, or a conservative virtue signal? And overwhelmingly, corporations choose, at least lightly, progressive virtue signals. That's pretty great. That's a good thing, you know? Sure, they would move over if the winds blew a different direction, but that's the thing. That means that right now, the winds are blowing in our direction. Wouldn't brands still virtue signal with or without capitalism? Well, as long as there's a profit motive, any institution that attempts to make a profit will try to broaden their customer base with virtue signaling. Past the profit motive, maybe not. I mean, you could argue that you would see virtue signaling to an extent in the form of advertising just by trying to appeal to people's like general interests. I mean, the Soviet Union would run commercials on their television station to promote products that were distributed by the state. So, I don't. It's complicated. Virtue signaling is a part of life. Listen to democracy. Oh my God, you people are annoying. Oh right. I don't know why people are talking about a train emote. I don't know what happened to motivate this train emote posting. I don't know why. I like trains. I'm not anti-train, I don't. We're leftist and autistic. Sure, but something must have happened. We're autistic and socialist. So nothing happened at all. This is literally a just completely random. Okay, gotcha. Gotcha. Thank you. Thank you for keeping me appraised of the situation. Thanks for keeping me updated. Vosh, I showed my centrist brother who agreed with Sunny V2 your video, and he's changed his mind. Oh, that's really nice. He's even started watching your normie vids, The Voshing Begins. That's awesome. I'm really happy to hear that. It's always good to see, we so often we see examples of people who are too far gone to reach, but oftentimes I really think those are like a loud minority, especially online, Online, we see, like, discourse is dictated by people who are very heavily involved in politics. But for most people, I think their political convictions are a lot looser, a lot more malleable, and they're a lot easier to challenge and move over on, That's really good. Happy to hear that. That's one of the reasons why when I'm debating somebody, I never try to change their mind, I never go into a debate thinking like, yeah, I'm going to change it, because most people's minds aren't going to be changed in like a direct engagement like that, because they'll be defensive. They're being argued with, so obviously they're going to be resistant to change. It takes a pretty strong person to mid conversation to go like, oh, I guess I was wrong, and then move over, which is why I have so much respect when people do that. And likewise, oftentimes the people I debate are literally like it's their job to disagree with me, like they make money off of having their opinions, so they're not likely to change, but their audience is under a lot less pressure and might